Some massive changes are coming to Call of Duty Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2. We now have a full official rundown of how the system for attachments and weapons are going to work in Modern Warfare 2, and this will of course progress over to Warzone 2 as well. Some interesting stuff as well about backpacks being introduced to the game, as well as the perk system seemingly having a full change. There's also field upgrades from the previous Modern Warfare 2019. In Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, weapons will be departing from traditional weapon unlocks with attachment unlocks, moving to a system of families. The example given is the M4 family, which theoretically could be used as a submachine gun, a long-range DMR, a 3-round burst weapon, a somewhat light machine gun variant, and pretty much any way you think you can use an M4, there's an option for it. In Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, you'll be able to select 5 weapon modifications: a magazine, ammunition, muzzle, barrel, laser, optic, stock, or rear grip. So only 5 attachments. But the most critical choice will be the weapon receiver. The choice of the receiver will dictate the type of weapon you're utilizing. In the M4 family, for example, they have, for example, the M4 assault rifle, the M16, the 5.56 Icarus, which I can presume is the submachine gun variant, as well as the FTAC Recon, a DMR variant, and the FSS Hurricane, which is allegedly a range and stopping power sacrifice for increased ammo capacity and stability. So there's some really promising stuff here. Not only will these receivers ultimately make a single weapon like an M4 behave in multiple different ways and effectively turn it into multiple different weapons, but you're limited to just 5 attachments, and on top of that, balancing here seems to be king. For example, if you want range and stopping power, you lose ammo capacity, which is a really exciting prospect and something that should always be the case in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. There are other substantial changes as well. With this weapon platform system, attachments are shared across the weapon family. So the M16, the M4, the SMG, and whatever other variants you come up with within this class and category will share some attachments across the entire range. Oh, and there is in fact a firing range, allowing you to check out and use this weapon customization before you take it into the real game. This is incredibly exciting, and it means that each weapon platform will have 55 ranks of progression, but it will massively reduce the overall grind for weapon attachments, meaning that people who don't play the game as much or only drop into Warzone here and there won't have the overwhelming sense of having to reach level 70 on every single gun. This is entirely a great system to see, and each part of the weapon family has its own progression. So the M4 is the base rifle, the FTAC Recon is the long range, the FSS Hurricane is the short range, the 5.56 Icarus is the LMG variant, and the M16 is the 3-round burst variant. And all of these have their own substantial levels just off of the M4 family alone. This is really good to see. But the crazy thing about this is that the attachment system can actually go even further than that. There are certain attachments on certain weapon families that can be used across any weapon in the game. So for example, if you reach the M4 progression at level 1 and 2, you unlock the SZ close range optic and the suppressor muzzle attachment, the CSX, and these can be used 40 different times across all of the weapons that have this accessible attachment, which is incredible to see and yet again massively reduces the overall amount of weapon grind needed in Warzone and Modern Warfare 2. This also applies to the visual setup for the game as well. For example, they give the option of the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault, which once you own the weapon vault means that you can use all of the attachments seamlessly across all of the different receiver platforms without upsetting the visual style of the gun. So if you've ever owned a blueprint in Warzone where you change something like the barrel and the gun looks terrible again, that is now completely gone. Now, if you change one of those various attachments and you own the whole weapon vault, it simply doesn't matter because the visual aesthetic change remains the same. This is a very exciting new standard for Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. And there are some other changes to note as well. There is a confirmation of a backpack system in Warzone, meaning that you will likely have to capture a level 1, level 2 or level 3 backpack to increase your overall capacity in terms of ammunition, possibly armor, as well as a few other things. Also, there is field upgrades again, they give the example of a tactical camera, but the biggest substantial change is the change to perks. You get 2 tier 1 perks. and then you unlock the second perk and the third perk progressively through gameplay. It seems as though you start off with 1 or 2 tier 1 perks, and then perk 2 and 3 are slowly unlocked in the base game of Modern Warfare 2 through your actions on the ground and your development. So whether that's kills, assists, or captures, over time you actually get access to the rest of the perks, but you don't get them instantaneously, which is a huge change. If this carries over to Warzone 2 as well, it means you're going to have to get kills or objectives completed and contracts completed in order to unlock all your other perks that you have on various different loadouts. If loadouts even exist, we still haven't got confirmation on that. So folks, that's about everything for this video today. I do want to draw attention to one thing though that really blew my mind. So one of the weapons available is the FSS Hurricane, and this is the light machine gun variant of the M4 platform. But the description says that you sacrifice range and stopping power for increased ammo capacity and enhanced stability. So effectively the gun is more accurate and has more ammo, but it isn't as powerful in terms of damage, and the damage range as well is also massively decreased. This seems like a deliberate stab at weapons with massive magazines in Warzone that don't have damage drop-off and are super accurate, like pretty much every Vanguard LMG and assault rifle. So balancing is super exciting here. That's it for this video though folks, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Feel free to subscribe by the way, we've got lots more Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 on the way.